Yeah, y'all know I had to come back and give y'all a part two. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the channel. I'm Ty Smith, and you're watching my channel, Model Renaissance Man, in which I'm greatly appreciative of. Make sure you're following me up here, follow me down here. Click that because it helps me. Thank you. If and when you do subscribe to the channel, clicking the bell notification will bring in a drop box that will allow you to select all notifications. Don't forget to check out the other channel called Man, Husband, Father. If you have not watched part one to what I'm getting ready to show you guys, you might want to go back and watch part one of this video, or you're going to feel a little, left out. Ladies and gentlemen, we can ready to go into part two of this, where Mayor Brandon Johnson is in a panic because President Trump is doing what we, the people, asked him to do in regards to keeping the city streets safe and coming and getting these illegal aliens and criminals out of the country. Let's get ready to get into part two of this, ladies and gentlemen, because we're not falling for the bull crap. Nobody's falling for the bull crap of what Brandon Johnson was trying to do. Here we go.
Outright bribery percent. In May, the CEO of a private prison corporation told investors, and this is a quote, "truly one of the most exciting periods in the history of the company." One company estimated that they could make as much as $400 million of taxpayer money per year.
Hold on, wait a
Trump
second.
administration's detention campaign, outright bribery, and Chicago, the county and the state, related to any ICE detention centers. The people have a right to know if these contracts are legitimate or if they were granted as a result of outright bribery and corruption. As of last week, 72% of those held in ICE detention have no criminal record.
If they're here illegally, that makes them a criminal. That makes them have a record. Let me see something. Let me ask y'all something. If someone committed a murder 20 years ago and they have not committed a murder since, don't you think that's even worse, that they've been walking around among society? We don't just walking around among society, got a wife, have children and grandchildren, and this whole time you murder somebody 20 years ago? Because I've seen stories like that on forensics. Y'all have too if you watch that stuff. Does that make that person okay now because nobody knows about it? No, it does not, which means that there's people in this country that we don't know that's in this country illegally, like the one I did on the superintendent. That makes it worse because you know you've done something wrong. You know that you're in the wrong, and yet you remain here illegally. Criminal.
And of those with a criminal record, many are for traffic violations and misdemeanors.
So if they're here on that status, they're not supposed to be committing no crimes like that at all.
The Trump administration's detention campaign is not for public safety, it is for profit. More than 90% of the immigration detention centers are run by private and for-profit corporations.
But y'all got nothing to say about those NGOs that was taking all those illegal aliens crossing over the border with the human trafficking and all that. Y'all have nothing to say about those NGOs. Huh? Y'all don't have nothing to say about them when people had them on camera saying, we don't know where these people are. This is the NGO organization. And yeah, yeah.
The Trump administration has already engaged in no-bid contracts with private prison contractors across the United States. Executives at private prison firms are calling this a gold rush, as their stocks have soared by as much as 80%. In May, the CEO of a private prison corporation told investors, and this is a quote, "truly one of the most exciting periods in the history of the company."
Yes, because a company is getting ready to be able to make money to put things in place to do what we mandated the president to do. Oh, you thought it was just going to be like is this going to be like some puff magic stuff? Things have to be put in place for companies to be able to make contracts, whether it's with private sectors, whether it's with Department of Homeland Security, whatever the case may be, to allow them to do their job. What are you talking about? You making it like that's something crazy or bad. Well, who did you think was going to go and get these criminals off the street? The police? Oh, you mean like the underpaid police in Chicago? Oh, you mean the ones that you mess up the budget so bad, it's such a disaster that police might lose their jobs in Chicago to where you are begging for more money from who? Let me think. Trump. So what does that make you? You beg for more money to put towards the police and more detectives and more. We need more federal funding for the resource to be able to all. So you can ask for money to try to put towards the police so they can better do their job, who are underemployed. Y'all are way under in numbers. You don't care about accepting that money, but you're pissed off that money is going somewhere else to bring other forces and resources into Chicago to do what you couldn't get them to do, or what you won't allow them to do, rather. You don't even want the police even working with them. Why is that?
One company estimated that they could make as much as $400 million of taxpayer money per year from private detention.
Yeah, I'm pausing it. Be pissed off. I'm just trying to keep y'all on track here. Don't be distracted by that. Ask Mayor Brandon Johnson what he did to do with the money for Chicago. Where did millions of dollars go? Housing illegal aliens, The housing them. What about those after-school programs at places like that they were kicking kids that really needed it, especially the ones that look just like me? The main beneficiaries of a lot of after-school programs were a lot of black folks up there. What did they do? Shut them down, house those illegals there. And not only that, you talking about the taxpayer funding? Who funded those illegal aliens coming into Chicago, Brandon Johnson? Let me think about it. Oh, wait, the Chicagoans. Nice try. Y'all better listen, Chicago, because this is game they're running. Don't fall for this.
Another said that it could make as much as $1 billion in additional revenue. The two largest private prison corporations gave President Donald Trump at least $2.8 million for his re-election campaign. And this is the agency that Trump and Republicans just handed $170 billion, a blank check with little to no oversight.
Mr. Mayor Brandon Johnson, what does it have to do with them being here, keeping the streets safe, which you aren't doing? What are you telling all us this for? That's what y'all should be asking. Why are you telling us all this? What's corrupt about that? What's bad about them doing this right here, what you're talking about? What about what they're here for? Don't let him distract what they're there for. Don't let him distract away from why they're there. I know y'all probably pissed off about me pausing, but again, you can go watch this on your own. This is me teaching my mentees and folks who watch my channel online how to critically think and see through this bull. I don't cuss. I try to say BS and bull crap at the same time.
The money that Republicans gave to ICE is more. There's more funding given to ICE in this last budget that has been allocated for police departments at state and local governments in all 50 states, including the District of Columbia combined.
So, you know how many illegal aliens are in this country? You know how many millions of them came across the border? What you thought that budget was going to be small? What are you talking about? Oh, we're sorry. You wanted them to give the money to you because you did so disastrously with what was given to you towards the police. Oh, but they're going to trust you with the money, Brandon? And what you done already? Oh, they're going to trust you with it. Yeah, okay.
Let me say that again.
Trump
say it again. Gave his personal militarized force more money than all other local and state police funding combined.
By the way, y'all, they're working for us. Yes, take the money of the taxpayers of all the United States, put it into the military, who's going to go and do the job where some of you blue city mayors are not doing. Yes. Because the taxpayers is paying for a bunch of dumb stuff that you had anyway. They paid for all the illegal housing, remember? The illegal aliens came there, and y'all kicked Americans out of these projects. Y'all kicked Americans out of some of these apartments to allow the illegal aliens to go there and house them, and y'all paid for that. On behalf of who? The taxpayers of Chicago. Yeah, okay.
And the guy they put in charge of that funding was bought for $50,000 in cash. They are lining their own pockets and the pockets of the executives of to a small number of corporations. I've spoken with parents in Pilsen, Little Village, spoken to business owners on Devon Street, elders in Uptown who are too scared to take their children to school. We're losing business.
Why are they scared to take their children to school? Chicago, I hope y'all are watching the Chicagoans. I really do hope y'all are watching it, because I want y'all to show videos of y'all Chicagoans, black people, white people. Please show video of you guys scared to take y'all kids to school. The only people that's scared to take their kids to school are ones that are here in this country illegal. No law-abiding citizen in Chicago is scared. So you're not scared to take your kid to school, depending on what neighborhood you stay in. Come on, East Garfield. Come on, South Side, West Side, certain areas. You're not scared to take your kids to school. You're not worried about your kids going to school with all the thugs and gangsters and stuff around, right? But now the Department of Homeland Security and ICE is there. Now y'all scared to take y'all kids to school because the Department of Homeland Security is going to do what to y'all kids? Yeah, okay. Nobody's falling for this dumb stuff.
And they're too afraid to even attend church because of their legal status. They're afraid of the reckless actions that they have seen.
Yes, they should be afraid. I'm glad that they are afraid. If they're in this country illegally, I'm glad they're scared to go to church. I'm glad they're scared to go grocery shopping. I'm glad they're scared to take their kids to school if they're in this country illegally. They should be. I'm glad that they're seeing ICE running after people and grabbing them. I hope that in the back of their mind, they're like, oh, man, hey, no, senor, that can be me. Yeah, I've been here for 19 years, and I know that, expired, 15 years ago, but I tried to stay, and I didn't know Trump was going to be serious about coming and get us, so, yeah, I sent somebody to go get our groceries for us because I don't want to go. They're going to run and talk with me. Yes. Be scared. Yes. Oh, they're hardworking. Yeah, they worked hard at staying in this country illegally is what they did.
This is not being tough or patriotic.
Yeah, it is.
To throw a crying mother to the floor who just wanted to be reunited with her children.
Where? Come on, keep with the stories. Keep with the sad stories. If the mother got thrown to the floor in front of her children, that's because that mother was a criminal. She was in the country illegally. Nice try. Next.
It's abominable. It's not law and order to body slam a 79-year-old business owner, an American citizen, for trying to produce the papers of his employees.
Video proof. Show us that.
And there's nothing brave about firing pepper bullets with chemical agents at a Chicago CBS reporter for simply showing up to do her job.
Get back. Don't cross this line. Get back. I'm here and you guys have an obligation. Get back. You're obstructing this area. Get back. That's if you don't get it, I'm Department of Homeland Security, ICE. Get back. Get away. You're obstructing justice. Here, the American people have a right to pop. What are you talking about? If they're telling you to get out of the way and you're obstructing justice or you're obstructing the ICE operation and you steady trying to go there, the people have a right and they should, and pop. Now, I don't know if that's what really happened. I'm just giving y'all an idea. But you don't have nothing to say about the ones that were there doing what they did to actually make ICE start shooting those pepper bullets, huh?
Greg Bovino, who spends countless taxpayer dollars on TikTok videos of himself, was in charge of the operation in Los Angeles, where a 15-year-old kid, an American citizen with disabilities, was handcuffed and held at gunpoint by ICE. His family is now suing. By the time this is over, there will be hundreds of millions of dollars of taxpayer dollars wasted in settlements related to the excessive use of force and the unconstitutional actions of this administration. So again, let's make this very clear. This is not about public safety. This is not even about immigration. This is a continuation of the Trump administration's war on the poor. They have cut food assistance. They have cut Medicaid. They have cut violence prevention funding.
To who? Who did they cut public aid to? Huh? Who did they cut SNAP benefits to? Illegal aliens. Huh? Who did they cut these SNAP benefits and Medicaid to? I don't know. Adults who don't have no physical or mental disabilities whatsoever that's preventing them from going to get jobs? Huh? And what type of cuts did they make? Telling them you have to work at least 80 hours a month, whether it's through volunteering, to be able to hold on to your SNAP and Medicaid benefits, to law-abiding, able-bodied working adults. That's so terrible that they had to cut and do things like that. Illegal aliens shouldn't be getting none of our tax-funded money at all. And to be quite frank, some of you shouldn't be getting it either. You able-bodied adults should not be getting it either.
They have made life harder and more dangerous for poor and working people across this country. They have declared war on poor on behalf of the ultra-rich, so they can simply funnel our tax dollars to a small handful of billionaires. So we have to make sure that we continue to show our support for the people of this city and for this country. In closing, at a time when we are cutting hundreds of millions of dollars from healthcare, public health, housing, and defunding public education, manufacturing austerity, I'll say that plainly, the Trump administration is worsening poverty at the same time as declaring war on the poor. This is an untrustworthy, corrupt, and out of control administration that is doing everything in their power to foment chaos in our cities. Whether it's in Portland, Los Angeles, or Chicago, we cannot accept the militarization of our cities. We will continue to stand united as a city, as a county, as a state, and local villages to reject any attempts to militarize our cities. I want to be very clear, what we saw this Sunday is not unique. As the governor has indicated, this is happening in villages like Broadview and other places across this country. And so we have to make sure that this is not the last time we express our unified voice to ensure that we protect the interests of all people. And with that, I would turn.
Go see what Chicagoans are saying. Don't believe me, y'all. Go on TikTok, go on Instagram, go on Rumble, go on YouTube and type things in. Chicagoans loving that ICE is there. Chicago loves the Department of Homeland Security. Go look and see what the residents are actually. The residents are high-fiving them, like saying, thank y'all. Thank y'all. Man, I'm walking down here with my children. We walking down here with our kids because we know y'all are here. We know we can take my kids here. We can take our kids by Chinatown. We can take our kids downtown. We can take them to all these different places because the military, the DHS, they're there. Even though the DHS is there for the sole fact and the sole reason of going after illegal aliens and illegal criminals that they know to be in that area, the fact that their presence is there is keeping criminals from coming down there and robbing people, mugging people, one-punch knockout stuff, broad daylight jewelry store robberies and things like that of the sort. And that's a problem? Y'all can't make this stuff up. I think that Jelly Belly Prince is supposed to be going next, but I don't know if I want to listen to him. I think that I might end up, might do something like that on it tomorrow. But thus far, guys, let me know what y'all think it is. And again, make sure y'all keep the focus because people in Chicago, the real Chicagoans who had these issues going on in regards to crime, nobody's crying about them being there. They're not. Let's see it in the comment section of this video. Don't forget to do what y'all see in these elements right here that will greatly help my channel. If you want to see the next video that I will do after this one, it's going to be up there. Things as of yesterday right here. If you have not subscribed, if I don't know why you haven't, it's going to be right here. I am Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, and I hope and pray every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, praying every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.